Next in my story, I'm Brenda. I'm a seer, channeler, messenger for God, prophet, psychic detective, teacher. And I am telling a story about incidents in my town where I've been under spiritual warfare by the whole local government and the U.S. government. This guy, let's make sure we get him in here. Oh, Wally. Walter Jones Jr. Is that showing up on there? Let's give him all the credit he deserves. This man is a town judge in Canandaigua, New York, in Ontario County. Let me see. I am Walter W. Wally Jones Jr. Many of you know me as the 18-year-old MC of the Y Show. No idea what that means. Except we do have a YMCA here. Many of you know me from my local law practice of 37 years, and for 16 years now I have served on the town as one of your town justices. I am running for re-election, and this was 2015. So he's been at it, wow. Alright, 16 years, would have been 1999. So Wally's been at this for 26 years now. Imagine all the lives this man has ruined. He lives down the road. I can show you a video of him where he lives from my house. It's within eyesight, 3 houses down. I have lived in this home since, well, my grandparents were in this home in 1980. I helped move them in here. And in 1981, they moved in. Right around there. So my grandparents met Wally Jones in the 1980s. Wally claimed to not have a lawnmower and blah blah blah. I've said it before in other other videos. And he befriended my grandparents. Well, it was a setup. Wally works for the government. They knew things about my grandparents and my family. And Wally conned my grandparents into free legal work. And it wasn't free. He's done all he can to hide this. He's been given almost 2 years now to give me what belongs to me back to me. And he just keeps running like a chicken. And last month or so, I walked up to him, and that was his chance to even, and he thanked me for doing his yard work that I'm not doing for him. I just wanted to see if he talked to me and if he knew, what his reaction was. Anyway, Mr. Wally has married Rick Noaker, an ex of mine, to this Kim. Not the one I just showed you, the bus driver, but this other Kim that's with John. Kim is pretending to be me, has pretended to be me. She married Rick. She roped Rick in a long time ago, and then she blackmailed Rick when she when she dismembered someone and was all bloody, and asked him to help her hide evidence, a body. And I don't know, if it was wrapped or whatever. But Wally has been a friend of Kim's. He's worked right hand in hand with her to help her cover all this mess up. They all work for the Canandaigua airport, and smuggling drugs and those kind of things in and out. Well, they don't work for it, but they do things in it, evil deeds in it. And I don't know, the county's pretty dirty anyway. They've had a brand new jail over there that I know drugs were made inside. That's why they sent my son, instead of giving him legal troubles, once they got him in there and they put him in there, he knows, he's smart. And he knew what was going on, so they got him out of there, and then they sent him to Dr. Michael Susko. who has a little bit too much pull at Clifton Springs Medical Hospital. I believe half of his clientele are patients, or victims, I should say. Half of Michael Susko's patients are from meeting up with Judge Schopenhauer's brothel up over Main Street in our town. Michael Susko has hindered a lot of young lives, keeping them addicted to one way or another, and some of the kids just disappear. I don't know whether that means figuratively, spirit-wise, or physically. I believe it's spirit-wise, because these people, Schopenhauer's den, brothel, has frequency noises, and it's hypnotic, dun, 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 and it's surveyed, or it has been, I'd say at least 15 to 20 years. I said 10 the other day, and I know it was way longer than that, but I have no idea how long. But it could have been in the 20s, because someone I know was there, and I'm approximating their age. Someone lived there. A few lived there, but one particularly lived there. Lord protect them. I always wondered about that one. Anyway, Judge Walter Jones, sorry I got off the track, getting revelations in the middle of a download. Dr. Susko, thank you, Holy Spirit, and Walter Jones, and these folks are in dirty in this town. But particularly here, Judge Walter Jones has married my ex, and then and this other woman pretending to be me, who, when they did the home invasion, she stole my ID, and she works for the government. She likes to make fake documents, fake wills, fake birth certificates, fake IDs. She lives in another state, and she lives in a few other states and countries as me. But also she has a whole nother family, I'm very sure. I got a confirmation on that when I was thinking was it Rick or her that I was trying to see, because it's been a spiritual Bonnie and Clyde that I've been fighting, and Rick sold his soul to Satan. I don't know how much. I don't even think he got them out. Well, he's been spending a lot of money. I don't know if it was worth it, though. Just like those group situations, we'll say. Wonder if it was everything they thought it would be. Big bonus. Holy Spirit, I just heard big bonus. Thank you, Holy Spirit, I needed that. Don't let me get distracted, though. Walter Jones, okay, so he married Rick, then he got a power of attorney and a conservative fake, and then an RSA over me, a risk suicide thing, because last year they tried driving me crazy, and they've tried it for a lot of years, and I just have faith that things are going to work out, and they usually do. And it builds me in the meantime, I don't go crazy and just panic. I've never done that. Even when I had a house fire and these people burned me out of my home, it took me 3 weeks to go there and sit. And then I cried. But then I got out and looked and went through what stuff I had left after. It was April 1st when the thing, well, no, that was when I woke up, was April 1st. Yeah, April Fools, right? March 31st, 1995, they burned my house down for the insurance money to build onto the Canada airport so they could smuggle lots of things in and out with easy access, no, unfettered access, I should say. And because John, Kim's husband, and I don't even know who he is to her at this point, because she's married to Rick, but John was a Navy SEAL that should have been in prison in his life, the rest of his life. And they got him out to help take me out. And they've been trying for a lot of years. Yep, 4 times. Thank you, Holy Spirit. And then a few others that we don't. But they didn't get that lucky. God's healed me every time. John is a deacon. John and Kim know what we were talking about. Oh, the airport and burning me out of my home. Unfettered airport. Yes, the fraudulent. Thank you, Holy Spirit. John is a deacon, ex-deacon, deacon from Penn Yan Methodist Church, and his wife, Kimberly. They pretend to be people that they're not, thank you, Holy Spirit. And they funneled the church for lots of money. That's why they got into it, was money, easy, lazy money. That's what the fight with old Uncle Ed was about. Thank you, Holy Spirit. These are old memories, two years ago. But I knew this needed to come out from the other video. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Uncle Ed, that's what the fight was about. That's how he died. He was lazy. She's lazy, and she's a spoiled brat, and she's sneaky and underhanded, and she just keeps ruining people's lives. And she had already made that poor man so sick. He figured out that he was being slowly poisoned. He put a will in another country and gave it to a trusted friend that he thought he could trust. And now these people have sneaked their way in. But that's what the fight was over, and how Uncle Ed died is that he, give me a second, that she is lazy and spoiled and ruined people's lives and burned me out of the home. And he felt bad because he knew that I was honest and good and I deserved a break in the truth. So he wanted justice for me, especially after, losing the home and that, getting burned out. And they gave me a bad neck. They took away my comp. They took away my doctors. They did not help me. Actually, I fought my comp with God's help and brilliance, and I won a 4-page decision. I still don't have any money, and today something told me that they claimed that money. Would Joe Dressner really do that? He seemed like a good guy, but he could have been greedy. He spends a lot of hours in his night, or he could have been involved in the snake club. Is that why his dad really didn't give me the time of day? I wonder what his dad thought when he went and saw him. Joe asked me to come work for him, but was that why? So they could corrupt me in with the county? Oh, here, hang out with us. We're the upper crust. We can do that. Yeah. Oh, wow. Thank you for that revelation, Holy Spirit. So my workers' comp. That's not it. Wally, Judge, Fred Reed. Yeah, that was in the other video, wasn't it? Then they gave some lady an award for doing this, taking testimony in the middle of a field. Wasn't her day to work. She never worked in the office before. But all of a sudden, she got to work in that office that day and take that report. And then all of a sudden, there was a car chase. And that was planned and set up with MK Ultra and poisoning that was in the blood at the time from the drinks that she had made. They were setting him up that Friday. I saw the text. Where are you guys? They always met like clockwork. Because my brother drove, and he had schedules, and he wasn't late, and neither were these people. Nope. Anyway, back to Uncle Ed. Sorry. When it comes in, it comes in. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Uncle Ed. So Kim was irate that I was going to get money and she wasn't, because she wasn't planning on working, and she was planning on my money anyway. And this is when the life insurance policy thing came about, and they roped Rick into it by blackmailing him for to help, you know, because he had helped her clear it up, and then they roped him into going against me, and then they paid him, and he wanted money, he got greedy. I don't know. So they stole this house and property from me, and they've held it for almost 2 years away from me, plus all the other years that they had it, that they rented. 30 years they rented this house. We're in Wally, though. See, this is how long the Wally's been. And he's been a judge for 36. No, 26. 26. 16 and 10. Yeah, 26 years. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's part of the title. I forgot that. Oh, Wally, neighbor, liar, thief, warlock, 33rd degree Mason. Yes, they have in our town. They have masonry meetings, and they discuss and watch human energy and suffering and that. It's on the dark web. They all have the world leaders, the elite, the power-hungry people. The celebrities even, ask them. They're all confessing their sins. Ask them. So, are you watching us, citizens? That's what Ed Snowden is about. That's exactly, oh, they didn't like that. That's what the Ed Snowden thing is about. All this. Ed knew. They vilified that man. His parents need to be, they need to see they need to see their son home and their family together, and they need to see their enemies under their feet, along with Julian Assange and Glenn Greenwald and Laura Poitras. Thank you, team. Doing God's work. They did what that's what you gotta do. If you know something's wrong, you gotta do the right thing. I don't know. Sometimes, yeah, you feel like nobody, but that's what they want you to feel. Right? I don't know. So that's been on Wally that I can think of. Well, let me think. Power of attorney, conservatorship, mental health disability, trust fraud, bank fraud. Is he a chairman at the board at the bank at Canandaigua National Bank? His office is right above it. Walter W. Jones Jr. It's been there for years. Has he got something to do with the bank? Is that where my trust is? Okay. Yeah, that was coming twice a month, and he claimed that he married this woman. Tell me it wasn't a setup. He knows me. He's talked to me. He knows my grandfather. I have videos of him. I have pictures of him mowing my lawn in shorts right here at my firewall or retaining wall or whatever it is. One July 4th or right around there. He can pretend he doesn't know me all he wants, but I've seen him up and down the road. I don't know. He's been in my yard. Talked to my mother. Watched me weed at the end of my driveway. Told me I'm doing it right. Mouth chauvinist. Think they know it all. I don't know. Sorry, Lord. That was the judgment. Please forgive me. I'm gonna end this before I get into some bad energy. 'Cause I don't know. I'm trying to think of what else Wally's done. I know there's a couple more things, but I don't know. My throat, they're really trying to tighten me up. I gotta get something.